mate, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. It's a beautiful day today in the UK, and I thought to myself, do I really want to be stuck inside the studio on a beautiful day like this? Nah, I want to come outside, right? So thought I'd come outside, taking a little bit of sunshine whilst doing Transfer Daily today. It's Sunday, so I feel nice and relaxed. It's still all about this manager situation. We still don't have a manager at Arsenal. Been speaking about it a lot over the past couple of days. We all know that the main guy in the frame for the job at the moment is Mikel Arteta. Allegri, who most fans would like to see come in. There was a lot of talk about it. And yesterday, Allegri, of course, they had their last game, Juventus versus Verona, which they won. Beautiful send-off for their legendary goalkeeper Buffon. And again, Allegri was sort of asked about his future, and he said, listen, I'm going to sit down and sort out my future plans this week with Juventus. But the way in which he said it sort of sounds like he's looking to stay. We don't know 100% yet, but the way in which he said it is, you know, we're working on our plans for the future. So that means that Arteta is at the moment the main guy in the frame to get the job, and I'm still not 100% convinced by this, but you know, that is the main guy in the frame. On the Arteta thing, and a lot of people have been, you know, I've read the comments, and a lot of people have been saying, well, listen, he's working under Guardiola, he's learning so much as a number two. And listen, that's true, and I've said already that if Arteta gets the job, I'm going to back him 100%. And I'm going to hope that he can be like that sort of new manager that comes in and is just like a breath of fresh air. However, the only thing I'd say about the number two thing is that Paul Clement was number two, right? He was a number two to Carlo Ancelotti when they were so successful at Real Madrid and won the Champions League and won the league. He was number two to Ancelotti when Ancelotti was at Bayern Munich and done so many great things. But what did he do as a manager? Sacked by Derby County, sacked by Swansea, has not been a great manager. So listen, who knows what's going to happen, but Arteta's still in the frame. However, there's another person that's in the frame at the moment, and that is Thierry Henry. Now, lots of talk around, and I've heard this from a pretty good source as well. Lots of talk around that, you know, Arsenal going to be speaking to Thierry Henry as well. And initially, a lot of thoughts are going out there that, you know, maybe it could be as a number two to Arteta and sort of, you know, creating a kind of dream team type effect where, you know, you have Arteta and Thierry Henry, which is, you know, you've got a club legend. But then there's also a lot of talk that it could also be that Thierry Henry wants the job himself, wants to come in as the main man, wants to be the actual manager of the club. And remember, if we're talking legends here, he is a proper legend of Arsenal Football Club. I mean, probably the ultimate legend of Arsenal Football Club. He's passed his badges as well, just the same way in which Arteta's done it. He's done it at the same place. He's fully qualified as a coach. He's also a number two as well. He's number two at the moment to Martinez at Belgium. We're going to be seeing a lot of Belgium during the World Cup, and all the players that play for Belgium have been singing his praises. You know, Hazard's been singing his praises. Lukaku has been singing his praises. You know, all these guys, Courtois, all these guys that have been working under him have been saying that, you know, this guy's been improving us as well. So if it boils down to it, and we got to select a legend. I don't think you can class Mikel Arteta as a legend, although he did captain the club. But if let's say you got to choose, you know, one of the two of them. They were both captains at Arsenal. They've both got leadership qualities. They're both fully qualified coaches now, and they're both number twos. So who would you go for? Thierry Henry or Mikel Arteta? Both come highly rated by their peers. It's an interesting one, isn't it? It's a really interesting one. Or do you go for the dream team of both of them? But apparently, you know, Thierry Henry's not really up for that. He wants the job himself. And Thierry Henry would, I think, get a lot more grace from the fans because of his legendary status. However, again, there's a danger in this, in that how many times have we seen it that legendary players of clubs come in, become managers, and it just doesn't work out. They end up flopping. So let's keep our eyes on that one, because apparently, you know, Thierry Henry is going to be talking to Arsenal this week. So let's keep an eye on that and see how that one develops. Santi Cazorla as well was also being talked about as being someone who could be a member of a sort of dream team again with Arteta and Santi, you know, as a number 2. What leadership qualities Santi Cazorla has, I don't know. We all know he's a fantastic player on the pitch, but as a number 2, I mean, all this dream team stuff and dream setup stuff is all great. It sounds great, but this is a massive job for the person who comes in next, and it worries me, all of this, that we're not getting in the right experience. Santi Cazorla actually is also being linked very heavily today with a move back to Villarreal. Now, he played for Villarreal. He was a Villarreal player between 2003 and 11 before he moved on to Malaga and then on to Arsenal. So they've said that, listen, if he wants to come back, do pre-season training with a hope to, like, being able to play for them in the future, they're more than up for that. Santi, of course, we all know about his injury problems. It looks like he wants to continue playing football rather than move into coaching and management at the moment. But let's see what happens with that one. Santi Cazorla could be on his way back to Villarreal. His contract will be up, of course, is up with Arsenal now. So he's free to go to Villarreal if he wants to go to Villarreal. Also, Aaron Ramsey. Lots of talk today about Aaron Ramsey now. Strong links, apparently, linking Aaron Ramsey with Liverpool. Imagine that. We've already lost Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool. Now there's a lot of rumours flying around linking him to Liverpool. There's also been links to Juventus. Listen, let's have it right. He's going to get linked with everybody right now because, you know, his contract situation, we all know about it. He's, hasn't got long left on it. Arsenal apparently are saying that if he doesn't sign a new contract this summer, they're prepared to cash in on him and move him on. But would you really want to see him turning up at Liverpool? It wouldn't be a very, very nice sight. But again, Liverpool now, it's a great proposition to a player like Aaron Ramsey. You know, Champions League football, they're attracting big players, they're playing brilliant football. Jurgen Klopp is the manager. So who knows, but he's being linked today. I want to ask you guys a question, actually. We're going to do a poll on it on today's show. Should we cash in on Aaron Ramsey? Right, he's just been voted player of the season by Arsenal.com, by the fans who went on there. I thought he had a good season. I wouldn't say it was a fantastic season. It was a good season, especially towards the end of the season. He came back strong. We all know that over the years, he's had numerous injury problems. But do we cash in on Aaron Ramsey this summer? I mean, we've heard about limited budgets and stuff like that. If we cashed in on Ramsey, we could potentially get like a 40-50 million pounds out of that to add to the apparent 50 million that we have and go out there and bring in some other targets. So for you, do we cash in on Aaron Ramsey this summer, yes or no? Or do we pull out every stop possible to make sure we keep him? The one thing we don't want, as I keep saying, is we don't want to end up with another situation like what we had with Alexis Sanchez. By the way, that's going well over there, isn't it? You see the cup final yesterday. But anyway, I won't get into that. Sanchez was awful. If Ramsey was to leave, then maybe Arsenal may move for Jean-Michel Seri. Again, I've spoken about him already on the show. Still lots of links to Seri around today. Seri, of course, would cost about £32 million, and the links to him continue. The recruitment team of Sanelli and Mislintat are said to be very keen on him. So could Seri be an Arsenal player? And if he did come in, he's so similar to Aaron Ramsey as a box-to-box midfielder that could that potentially be the replacement for Ramsey? Or are Arsenal sort of looking at it as an alternative just in case the Ramsey thing doesn't work out? Again, we have to wait and see what happens with that. One other midfielder that there's doubts over at the moment is Jack Wilshere. We don't know what's happening with Jack Wilshere. He's free now to you know, join another team. He's free to talk to who he wants. Contract is run out. I'd love to see him stay at Arsenal. He had a bit of an indifferent season, at times good, at times he had a bit of a dip towards the end. Hasn't made it into the England squad, but I still think he's a quality player. I still think he's got Arsenal running through his veins. You know, he loves Arsenal Football Club, and I still think that these are the type of players that going forward into the future you want to have here. But apparently, rumours going around today that PSG are very interested in Jack Wilshere. PSG apparently are going to be in talks with Jack Wilshere's representatives. Could Wilshere be heading to France to play for PSG? I mean, my understanding on it is that Jack Wilshere will be signing a new deal and will be staying at Arsenal. I hope that is true. But the rumours persist today about PSG and linking Jack Wilshere to the French capital. Finally, one rumour that's been flying around very heavily over the past sort of week or so, and again today, and it's said to be that this is possibly going to be Arsenal's first signing of the summer, and that is the defender Socrates, who plays for Borussia Dortmund. As I've spoken about him many a time on the show so far, centre-back, imposing centre-back, strong, uncompromising centre-back. Played for Dortmund for quite a few seasons now, but his contract's coming to an end, and rather than lose him on a free, Borussia Dortmund willing to cash in on him. The price is said to be about £17 million. Of course, you know, Mislintat knows him from Germany, and there's lots and lots of rumours that this will get done within the next couple of weeks, and that he will become the first signing at Arsenal. And of course, we know that we need a centre-back so badly. It is looking like Socrates is the guy that's been identified. It's really unusual, isn't it? It's that under Arsene Wenger's tenure, we had all these French players, and it was really interesting to see a stat the other day that said that this is the first time since Arsene Wenger was in charge at Arsenal that there's no Arsenal player in the French national team. Even Lacazette, he didn't make it, he's just on standby. No French player from Arsenal in the national team. But we seem to be moving away from all those French players now and going real German, now that we've got Mislintat and this real German influence in place at Arsenal. So interesting times at Arsenal, and lots of changes happening behind the scenes. They've literally got rid of all of the staff that's been there at Arsenal. The manager's gone, most of the training staff have gone, they've gotten rid of, you know, they're all gone. Medical staff, everybody. They're all being replaced. Who will be the new manager is going to be the real interesting one. Thanks for watching the show today. Have yourself a great rest of the day, and we will be back with Transfer Daily tomorrow.